It's important to force yourself, but also not to force yourself. See, the idea behind a push has nothing to do with forcing yourself to do something that you don't like, to do something that you're not passionate about. The idea behind a push begins with doing something that you're passionate about. What's the point of doing something which you're not passionate about? And yet, you still find yourself doing it with so much sadness in your heart, so much pain in your mind, unrest, lack of peace, just because you need to do it for whatever reason. A lot of the successful people in life have achieved greatness and success because they followed their passion. Following your passion in a sport, in some kind of art, or some kind of career gives you that drive to keep going. Passion means that everything that you do, you're doing from the heart, from the heart, from the heart. Having a passion in something means that it gets you out of bed. And you wake up every morning looking forward to doing what you love. There are a lot of people out there doing something right now that they utterly dislike. But they do it anyway because it puts food on the table. They do it because they have to fill up their bank accounts with some income to take care of their families, their kids, and loved ones, and themselves. The problem with this approach is when you do something that you don't like, it means that every single cent that you're making is being made in pain. Not just the discomfort of learning something new that you're passionate about, but you're rather planting dark seeds in your life. So it's important to focus on doing the things that you really love to do, no matter how long it takes. Because in the end, it's all about planning. If you plan out your life in such a way that you're in an environment that allows you to follow your passion, to practice your passion, to work on that grind, work on your artwork, work on building yourself in that which you're passionate about. Doesn't matter how long it takes, eventually you will succeed. Because success is not about doing the things you hate. If you do, then everything that you're going to gain from all that hard work becomes temporary. It doesn't last very long. We've heard of people that change careers multiple times, and you look at them and you're thinking, but you already succeeded at A, and you already succeeded at B, and now you're changing careers to follow something out of the ordinary that nobody thought you'd ever do. That's because the cornerstone or the basic foundation is not the final resolve. Basic foundation, you working in an industry that you're not passionate about just to build yourself. It's got everything to do with, putting yourself in that place where you're making enough money to keep yourself going, to feed yourself, to pay for your accommodation, or even to pay for that which you're passionate about. So you can be a medical doctor and in the night, evening hours, you go to acting class. You can be a firefighter, and in the evenings, you study medicine at some college. Now, some do it because they want to earn more money. So, as a firefighter, he loves what he does, but he wants to become a doctor because doctors earn more money. But what happens right after that person has graduated? Then he becomes this doctor that just hates his job. That is temporary, it doesn't last very long. It's important to follow your passion. Following your passion and setting a foundation of growth, putting yourself in an environment that allows you to chase after that passion is very important. There's a concept called dream killers. Dream killers are people, family members, friends, colleagues. It can also be your own mind. Your very own mind can work against you and kill your dream. And your dream is interconnected and related to that which you're passionate about. And this is why environment is everything. Just one out of many things that you require to build yourself to a point where you're doing that which you love. For instance, you want to be a writer, but you live in a noisy city. That's a dream killer. As a writer, you need focus, you need silence, you need nature, whatever it is that makes you happy. You need peace of mind. If that's your passion and you want to be a writer and you're in a toxic relationship that's preventing you from just sitting down and writing, that relationship is a dream killer. Or maybe you've got friends that constantly want to go out, they want to go party, or they visit you, bring a lot of booze, and prevent you from studying for that exam and that career goal that you've set based on your passion. Those friends are dream killers. And this is why a lot of people tend to separate themselves. A lot of successful people tend to separate themselves from their friends, their family members. They literally just disappear. And then out of nowhere, it begins to look like the successful billionaire just crawled out of the woodworks, out of nowhere, and just boom, made it. But what people don't see is the work, the strategy, the planning that happens in the dark when nobody is watching. And that's why it's important to work in silence and let your success be your mouthpiece. But doing something that you don't love and doing something you're not passionate in can kill not just your current career right now, because you keep walking into your office space frustrated or dragging yourself out of bed because you don't feel like going to work, or you do something half-heartedly. That is where your mind comes into play, where it's constantly stopping you from doing whatever it is that you're doing every day, or acting as this wall that's standing in between you and the work that you're doing at the moment. But there are some instances where you're really passionate at something, but then you lack the drive, you lack the energy, you lack the motivation, and your mind is stopping you from pushing. But the moment you push beyond those limitations, that is the moment where your drive kicks in and you become unstoppable. Because you're not only chasing that which you love to do, you're not only working and training towards that which you love to do, you're in order to achieve whatever goals that you've set. And you're not just lining up your ducks in a row, but you have the drive. And then that driving factor is what makes you a beast in beast mode. Learning, pushing, and driving yourself into becoming the best version of what you are today. But passion is everything. Doing everything with your heart is everything. Because anything that you do half-heartedly, you always amount to half a job done. And this is why passion is one of the ingredients of success. You have to love what you do.